So hello. We're doing a little bit of a collaboration today with
Pelé.
and the Afro Curly Hair Coach. We're so excited. We've been planning this for a while, and we're going to be doing on her beautiful natural curls, some flat twist and single twist as well, and then we'll also be giving you a little bit of product knowledge as well. So do you have anything to say?
I'm so excited. I'm really blessed to be collaborating with you, and I just can't wait to be on this journey with you.
Awesome. Let's jump right into it. See you shortly.
Bye.
So we're going to be doing a treatment on Shay's hair. I know most people are going to be asking me what hair type this is. I will not go into the hair type right now. First of all, you can see the curl properly when the hair is wet. You can't really see it now. It could be anything right now because she's had a twist. Should I twist out? So we'll see the curl pattern when it's wet. For me, I do not focus on curl pattern. That is not as important to me as the individual characteristics of the hair itself. So when we do finish washing and come out of the conditioner, we'll have a look at what her curls are like, what it's doing, and then we'll have a little talk about that. So now, because we're going to wash, you don't want to manipulate too much when the hair is dry. And you also have to remember to always be very, very gentle. I think that's one of the things that people find when they go to hair professionals, that some professionals are in a rush or, trying to get it done quickly. With this, when you're dealing with Afro Curly hair, you don't need to rush. Patience is your best friend. Like how to really detangle, I'm going to show you. Like a finger detangle. It's not about going in with a comb. I try not to go in with a comb when hair is dry. There are instances where it is possible to do that, but if you can avoid it, really do. But if you do need to do it, then you need to make sure hair is moisturized, it's not dry, and make sure you use the right tools, like the right comb or the right brush, so that not to snag the hair. So now, when a lot of people are dealing with this hair type, and I see it with some of my assistants or trainees, when you start hearing funny noises, know that something is happening with the hair. So let's say you're combing the hair and you're hearing like a kind of noise, you know that it might not necessarily be breaking it, but it is putting strain on the hair, and that is where you should think twice about whatever you're doing. Brushing it or you're pulling it and you're hearing it, you feel a snag. So if you encounter something like this, you need to be careful. You don't just pull it out. Imagine how this one piece is attached to the scalp. If you pull on that, your client's gonna feel it, or your friend or your daughter, whoever's gonna feel it. So you need to make sure that once you get something like this, these are called butterfly knots, single knots, but they are knots that are formed that most natural hair has. I don't know if you can see. It's just there. Sometimes you can't get them out, but if you are patient, like with this one, I now start pulling the individual hair strands out. And that's why I say you need to have patience. There's no need going into this without being patient, because you end up just losing all the hair. So that's sorted. So this is what I'm going through, making sure that those kind of knots are not there. So if you have any issues, because sometimes when you have a lot of hair, it can be overwhelming. You don't know where you're starting or you're stopping. So it's a good thing to section. If you have hair that is really tangled, you must go through the whole hair before you put any water on it, because once you put water on it, all that's just gonna mat up and you're just gonna have like a real issue on your hand. So I have got my moist oil, which is a mixture of natural oils, organic oils, infused with rosemary, peppermint, lavender, candeluna, blue malva, the list goes on, but this is the oil. So as a pre-poo, I'll just spray a little bit of oil. And I just like to use this spray because it just gets a bit further, rather than, you can put it on your fingers and rub it on the hair. You can just get a bit of oil as well. Okay, let me leave that section. Let me go to a section that I haven't detangled yet. So before you start detangling, get some of the oil and just rub it on that section. Gently, just let the oil seep in.
It smells so nice, that one.
Wow, good. And your ilang ilang is always in there now. And as a pre-poo, what this would do is just help the hair to sort of not lose all this, not to be stripped of all these natural oils when it's washed, because when you do wash, some of the surfactants and the things that bring out the foam, they just strip some of the oil. So this helps to just combat that. So I start sectioning it into 2, in the other direction 4, then like a diagonal, just slowly opening it, you know, so that you're opening it into smaller sections, not pulling. So repeating some, but the hair is now opening. I'm sure if we turn around you would see, but see already that feels so much softer.
My hair's enjoying this.
I'm enjoying it as well. Like seriously, like, you know, as I'm putting my fingers through, it's quite therapeutic if you you know, look at it from that point of view. Like for me, because I enjoy it and I can feel the change in the hair. So yeah, and I think we've got quite a good amount here. So we lost this, and some people will panic about that, but it is natural. The thing about it, the way we're going about it, we're going to lose less. If you're quite vigorous and combing, then you're going to lose a lot more. So remember that hair sheds at a rate of about 80 to 150 strands per day. So you should be expecting some, you know, some hair to come out, but the amount of hair is how important it is.
So I've just finished getting my hair treated. So Geegee is just going to come in and comb through the conditioner.
So we finished our treatment with our repair conditioner. She went under the steamer for, give or take, about 40 minutes. So now we did not comb her hair before. Like I said, one way of using the repair is it's not about saturating it with the product, but it's more of making sure that the product gets to each and every hair strand and the scalp. So we're finished now. Well, I feel it's feeling a certain way. Do you want to touch it and see?
Oh, that feels really soft.
Do you see, at least you know what your hair feels like daily?
Yeah.
So
very soft and moisturized.
So now we're able to, I'm just lightly finger detangling. Like I said, hair is your baby. You don't want to be rushing, you don't want to be pushing, just nice and relaxed. And now it's so much easier. Like I try not to comb before you know, like a deep condition, or try and brush it out, just because after the deep condition, you're able to, the hair is more manageable, it's softer, it's more moisturized. So you find that you can get your fingers through so much easier. And like I said, there's so much hair in there, like, well, I say hair that has shed, and that really makes natural hair tangle. So what I'm trying to do here is get all those hair that's shedded in between, just using my fingers to sort of slowly get them out. But ideally, this is what we should do. Section, because that way you will know where you've got to already. I'll just turn it to the side. So I sectioned that bit. I'm going to make this another section. I'm just lightly separating, not tugging at all. So I'm going to take a very little section here so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So that's your little section. So I'll just turn you this way a bit more. Yeah, I think that's right. Yes, so the smaller the section, see, I can now put my fingers, you put your fingers through like that, and then you pull through. Yeah. You cannot overemphasize the importance of finger detangling. You know, no matter how thick, or whether you have 4C, whether you have 4B, whatever hair type, 3C, 3B, 3A, the technique of detangling still remains the same, but obviously the thicker and more, when I say, when you go towards the 4s, you have to be more mindful about how you detangle and how you section and stuff like that. So now if I go from the bottom So now we're brushing and we're going all the way through. So you see how that brush is going nice and smooth. No snagging. That is what we want. Hi guys, we're back. We've had a detangle, decondition. We've brushed out these beautiful curls. And let's see what we have. So now the hair feels softer, is manageable. At least, how does it feel after the conditioner is out?
Yeah, it feels really, really, really soft.
Compared to your normal wash day?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's all I would like to know. So, we're doing a twist, some flat twists at the back and some single twists on the, let's say, top to the side. So, I have Refresh, which is a detangling, moisturizing, like straightening spray, which I always use first to like prepare the hair, keeps it moist, keeps it detangled. That is your first step to getting your hair prepared, because as hair dries, sometimes it starts tangling. So a detangler for any natural hair is very important. No matter how soft it is, it just gives you something extra. And this has some, you know, natural ingredients in it. It's got baboa seed oil. It's got oh, how many oils has it got? It's got candelina oil. Let me not even go there. It's got aloe vera. It's got silk amino proteins. It's just got really good natural stuff for your hair. You know, they aren't vegan at this point, but they are natural. So we're trying to, so we're trying to work towards getting it as, you know, towards vegan or towards plant-based as possible. Just that there's some things that the hair needs at this point that we can't get enough of in the plant-based one. So we're trying to move towards that place. But all natural at this point. More, well, I say 85% to 95% natural vegetable products, and maybe just a little bit, which we have honey in there, silk. So those are the things that are not vegetable, you know, plant-based, but as much as possible it is plant-based. So after that, I've got the oil, which I'm not sure when I'm going to be using it, but depends on how it feels. I always have the moist oil, which is all different oils, and then I have Define, which is the base of what we're going to do this style on, because it's a hair cream, like a gel, like between a gel and a cream. So maybe we'll call it a souffle, but it helps. I call it Define because it helps to, it moisturizes, softens, but defines, you know, but it is water based, so everybody's hair is different. Then I have got and that is what Define looks like. So I think it will thicken up. This is a fresh batch, but that is what Define is like. Nice and light and soft. And then we normally would seal in with either the hair butter or the oil. I think we're going to use the butter because she's got thicker hair. This is not made by me, but it does help to keep the hair nice and flat, especially at the edges. So this is gummy gel. This is like an edge control hold gel. So we are going to start here. We didn't see the other side of the style, but I expect that it was somewhere here.
Yeah.
And then the twist came up this way here. So I'm using a bit of Refresh here, which, as I said, is a detangler, just light. It's not heavy, doesn't really leave you with build up. So I'm spreading all around.
I was using this product a lot, sort of in between sort of wash days.
This
just,
one?
Yeah, just to keep the hair moisturised.
Yeah.
And stuff. It's such a really nice product for the hair and the scalp.
Oh wow! How did you find it? Like, was it every 2 days or something?
Yeah, I used it kind of every 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
Just to kind of like, because I wear my hair in twist a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
So just to kind of like refresh the twist.
It, yeah.
Yeah, and then just to kind of give it that boost, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, my hair really likes it.
Oh, good. And how about your scalp? How did it feel on the scalp?
It feels really refreshing on the scalp. It doesn't feel heavy, but it just feels like it's refreshing and moisturising on the scalp. Cooling as well. So
Pelé is my first brand ambassador for Style Me Natural products. And how this happened was, she wasn't the brand ambassador, but she's one of my clients who believed in me from a very, very early time of maybe the inception of this product, and she purchased like a batch, and she's been using it, and then we just decided, was it about 2 months ago?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let's have a go. And let me tell you, then these products were nothing. They smelled like they did the job, but it was like a time when I was just trying to find out, what works. So it wasn't about sensory feel. It wasn't about how they smelled. It was just like, do the job and don't worry. So at that time, they smelled really heavily of rosemary and those will I say good things, but not the most pleasurable. And she believed in me and kept on giving me feedback about what smelled nice and the consistency. So I'm like, okay, if she's put in so much already, then she's one of those people that can be able to tell a good story about this brand, because she understands where I'm coming from. She knows me as a person, so it's really lovely to have this opportunity for her to be representing us.
And I'm very, very happy to be here. It's really funny how we came across each other's path as well, because I obviously moved up to the Northwest sort of like 3.5 years ago, and I was looking for a hairdresser to do. Do you remember the first style I did was the lock extensions?
Yes, the lock extensions. I remember now.
Yeah, so I was going on holiday and I wanted to get lock extensions, but I didn't just want to go to a hairdresser that didn't care about my natural hair as well, because that's what you sometimes find, is that if the hairdresser does extensions, sometimes I don't really give them a right amount of care to your natural hair underneath. So I went looking and researching for a hairdresser in the Northwest that did natural hair as well as extensions, and I came across a few, and most of them were in Manchester, but I came across yours and I saw all of your reviews and everything online. And so that's when I first came to you. It would have been nearly 3 years ago.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
And then ever since I've just been coming here just to get more different hairstyles done.
Yeah. So what I'm doing now, I have sprayed with Refresh spray all around, and now I am just sectioning the hairs which I want to go any set, for a setting. And it's so crazy how long the hair ends up being. And the shrinkage.
This shrinkage is real.
It's so real, but it shows you also how healthy the hair is. So that is my section here. This is the part that's going to be single twist, so we'll start on that shortly. So I'm using Define, and that's fine. That feels really good. I'll just do one with Define on its own, and we'll see. I'm just going to use a bit of the hair butter boost and seal, just to seal that in. And I'm just rubbing it to flatten the cuticles. That is what I'm doing, so that will reduce frizz. And if you were doing a wash and go, which is quite improbable, but that would be what your definition would be.
Okay.
Yeah, and if I were to do that, obviously if you use more Define, you get more of that definition, because it's got cocoa butter, and that really, because it's thick, it helps the thicker hair to stay defined for longer. Yeah, so this is what we're hoping, that our twist will be so moisturized that when it comes out, it's going to be so nice and moisturized. There you go, a bit of Define.
You said you used the butter on the other one. What sort of ingredients have you got in the butter?
So we've got cocoa butter, which is so beautiful for defining, for defining and just sealing. Is a beautiful sealant. It defines the hair and it seals nicely. You've got shea butter, you've got coconut butter in there, you've got baboa seed oil, you have can I keep going? Baboa seed oil, we have tomato seed oil, we have rosemary essential oil, we have ylang ylang, we have lavender. What else have we got? Let me see what else is in there. Muru butter, yes. Castor oil. What else? Avocado oil, moringa oil, and then there's Ayurvedic oil that I do, which has ginger, onion extracts. These are all the things that go in there. Rosemary, chamomile,
Nice.
in all this, so it's packed like full of stuff.
And for the boost products, when using it within the lock system, that's that could be used as the oil part.
Yeah, the oil part. Yeah. Good to touch.
Oh yeah, it does feel really nice and soft.
Cool. So now for the ones at the edges, I'm adding a bit of this edge control just so that you can sleek it down just a bit. I haven't started making edge control yet. I intend to.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I intend to do some edge control and mousse, but let me get these ones sorted first, and then I'll.
Yeah, so that'll be really interesting when you come up with those products.
Yeah. And that will be sometime next year.
Next year. Yeah, take your time.
So this is what we have. We have done our twists. Ooh, look at that nice juicy twist.
Feels so nice, guys.
So we're now gonna start the
flat twists.
Flat twist at the back. Oh god, now we're knowing it's a long day.
It's a long day, it's fine, Geegee. We're good.
So I think I will start just dropping it slowly and just let it drop naturally to the side. Okay, we had refresh all through, but it's dried a bit, so I'm just going to refresh it with a bit of water. If you want, you can do this with a refresh spray or a detangler spray. So now we have to think about sectioning more, because with this, the twists are covering themselves, but now we're going to see more lines here. So I would say, make sure your lines are really nice and clear. I do a braiding foundation and braiding mastery class, and in the braiding foundation we cover stuff like sectioning and hair preps when you want to do braiding stuff. So if that's something that would be of interest to you, I would say, go on the website, have a look at it. This is yours. My website is the Afro Curly Hair Coach, or you can go through Instagram and just take it from there. You can just send a message if you want to have a quick chat, or just to have a chat with somebody if you're unclear about where you want to go on how to go forward with your braiding journey or natural hair journey.
I'll put the links to your social media and website and stuff in.
Oh, thank you. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, no worries.
Because for people that are trying to work out their own regime and stuff like that, I have hair coaching. So a hair coaching session would be where we sit down, go through what you're going through, your regime, your lifestyle, look at your hair, and then we will now work out a routine and something for you to be able to manage your hair. Because for some people, it's like, as we're saying, so much information out there, they hardly know where to start. A says do this, B says do that. But this way I work with you and we actually get something that that can make everybody happy. So it's worth giving it a go.
That would have been so good for me at the beginning of my natural hair journey.
So that is our twist, our first twist. And the thing about two-strand twist, they're so elegant, like it just gives you this kind of soft, beautiful look. At least that's why. even know the benefits of all this now. It's how it feels when it's coming out. That's what's gonna affect.
Yeah.
Because now it's wet anyway, so it's still gonna do the same thing. But once it's nicely protected and sealed, then when it's coming out, it will come out like more. Your hair's gonna keep moisturized for longer.
Amazing. So we're all done. My hair is looking great, I think, but more importantly, it feels really moisturized. It feels so soft. My hair's loving life at the moment. And it always feels like that when I come to get my hair done with Geegee. She always takes her time with the hair, and her products that she uses are just all amazing. She makes them all on her website, styled by Geegee. I'll put all of her social media links to do with her hair coaching, her salon, and her products. I'll put that all on the post below. But I'm just really excited to be helping to put this brand out there. I love using the products. My hair loves it more than anything else, and she's just so knowledgeable and so lovely. And yeah, loving my hair. So I'm gonna do another video in a week or two about the takedown process. Pray for me, people. Pray for me. I'm hoping that the takedown process goes well. I'm going to make sure I use plenty of the oils and the boost and seal. Yeah, so I thought I'd stand up, just do the 360 of the hair. So it's a 2-strand twist at the front with flat twists at the back, all using products styled by Geegee, and a bit of edge control as well, as you can see around the front. But products are all natural, using organic ingredients, but I just love the way my hair reacts to it, and it keeps my hair in such good condition. So you'll be seeing a lot more hair posts from me, and just going through how I use the products and that kind of stuff. But if you've got any questions or anything from myself or Geegee, then please just do reach out, and I'll put all the details in this post. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed getting pampered and getting my hair done. It's lovely having someone else do it. And it's a nice protective style, so I can leave it in for a good couple of weeks and then have a really nice twist out at the end of it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks guys, see you soon.